Good morning, it's Kim McGillis coming live from Regina. I'm a little late today. It's 11:07 Central Time if you're watching me from back home in Ontario. It's around lunchtime. You know what? I have decided to get off my device, and then what happened this morning? I couldn't even find my device anymore. So I have this good habit of when I go to bed at night, I leave the phone downstairs. I do not bring it upstairs. And here I am, couldn't find my phone this morning. So the silliest things, and then that's why I'm late. So I'm very sorry about that. Are you the type of person that during the holiday season, or maybe as a goal for the new year, that you want to remain unplugged a little more often, meaning not going on social media all the time? So I do try to limit my time and maximize my time doing other things, right? So anyways, here we are, December 27th. If you are watching me live, please say hello. Please say where you are from. If you're catching me in the replay, please say replay. And I also love hearing from all of you. And normally I'll download my Facebook content to YouTube, and it's been great to see comments there too. I haven't caught up on all the comments, but I love seeing where you're from. I hope you are rested, not too tired. We had like an event last night with all the neighbors here, and we met for some appetizers, so we went to bed a little later than usual. So what have been your plans? I would love to know what you're doing. I'm in craft mode today. My husband Chris is working, so we just went for a little visit, Riley and I dropped him off a little treat, and because he's working today, I decided to declutter my craft space. So I have these boxes, and I said I was going to do that a couple of days ago. I don't know if you're in that cleaning mode. He told me, you know what, Kim, don't remove that Christmas tree yet. Don't remove all the Christmas decor. So I've been holding off, but I have the urge to organize and clean. And I don't know if it's just the thing because the holidays are not over. Like normally we put our tree down and all of those things like around January 7th. But I just feel like I want some spring stuff. And I think it's because of all the projects that I've been creating. So I hope you've loved all the projects, the new collections, new things that I'm showing you. And I'm only showing you like that little snippet of things. They are so beautiful. There are so many things that you can do. Today we are doing a card. It's just a very basic card, not too complicated, little technique. And I am still using the Heart Shaped Bundle, which is going to be available to customers on January 7th. As for demonstrators, we can earn it for free with an order of $150 right now. So for demonstrators, you can get that right now. But for customers, it will be available on January 7th of 2025. So it's very exciting. I love earning new products for free. Celebration is an amazing time. So I hope you're going to take advantage of that. And I just thought of going ahead, even if we're still December, and sharing a little bit of content. So I am going to move the screen down. I'm going to take a little sip of coffee this morning. I paid myself a treat. Actually, it was a gift card. So Yvonne is saying, hello from Sarnia, just back from shopping. Oh, you're so lucky. Just in time, last lazy day. That's amazing. I love shopping. I love shopping at the Rideau Centre in Ottawa. So if ever you're from Ontario, you know what I mean. There's like these little shops that I love to go to. One of them is called Anthropologie. It has beautiful clothes, candles that smell so good, a little bit of everything. And I think I was introduced to Anthropologie when I went to Utah at one of the events, and Sarah and Shelly, the CEO, had these beautiful clothes that have layers and lace, just like how I like to craft. And I just fell in love. So I would always leave Canada with an empty luggage, go to Utah, and then shop clothes over there because they didn't have these stores back home. So it's kind of funny. And then they have motivated me and inspired me to shop at that store. So I am missing out because I am going to be only going in Ontario, like maybe, I don't know, early January, that sort of thing. But anyways, I could always send my daughter if ever. Here in Regina, the shopping is not excellent. It's not the best, but there are some good spots. And if you are from Saskatchewan, please let me know where you go. Okay, so enough chatter. I'm sorry, I'm like a chatterbox this morning. Let's go, and I'll just turn this screen down. It's a little bit of a mess, I'm telling you. I am a little bit of a mess with my studio. Not too sure why. I just feel like creating. I don't want to clean up and pick up. That's the story. So that's what's going on here. Anyways, it is what it is. So I'm just going to log in here just in case you've posted some comments or you have questions. I did try to answer a bunch of your little questions, so that's been great. Okay, so, and I don't know what's going on, but I've been hot. I think I need to remove that top right now. So here we go. I'm going to switch accounts because I'm in the wrong account. So sorry. Finding my phone this morning. Here we go. Sorry for that. There's a little delay here. I need a thick cardstock this morning, and we're going to start with that right off just because it's going to take a little bit of time to dry. So I just thought we would start with this part first. So here we go. Oh, I have some little comments to catch up on. So let's see. Shelly's saying hello from Wisconsin, enjoying my coffee too from home, but still good. So I hope you're still off, whoever's off, or you're having a lazy day. That would be anyways, that's what I feel like doing. We're going to grab some ink this morning. It's Petal Pink. And I'm just going to splatter a little bit. And the reason I'm doing a full sheet is because I do want to make more cards, and I'm just catching a head start here. I hope I've answered all your questions as well. Like, a lot of people had questions about my little calendar, so I did try to answer that. I don't know if some of you have gone to IKEA to get the new format. If you've done that, once again, my closest IKEA in Ontario, and I also can go to Montreal. There's one that's about 45 minutes away. So here, I do not believe there's any IKEA. So once again, I have the best daughters, so they could go and shop for me. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just adding on thick white cardstock, lots of Petal Pink ink. And thankfully, I got myself a couple of these blending brushes. The blending brushes you can clean if you want to. You could wash them underwater. I just prefer using a brand new brush, and I try to keep the pinks with the pinks and so on. So this is Pretty in Pink. So I'm going with a bit of a darker pink. And then we're just gonna add some pink. So I'm looking here on camera. Yeah, it's starting to look very Valentine's-ish or lovies. You know what? We could send, how do we call that again? I'm trying to figure of the name in English. Happy Galentine, when it's your gals, when you want to send some cards to your girlfriends. Help me out. What is it again? I can't remember. I can't believe how the Pretty in Pink is popping. Love it. I do want some white space. It's not that I need the actual dark space. It can be white as well. So I know you're like, oh, what is she doing? This is so yucky. No, it's not. It's going to be great. We're going to also be adding some Melon Mambo. Not too much. Oops, sorry. Just a little scattered spot here and there. So you see the difference? It is, I feel like it has like a purplish tone to it. Which color? Do you prefer like using brights? Are you the person that likes to use neutral? I would love to know, what are your favorite colors? I think that's pretty good. So Shelly's confirming, yes, it's Galentine's. I think we should start like a little movement of sending each other Galentine's cards. That would be so great. Like if ever, I should collect like a bunch of addresses and we should start sending each other a Galentine card. So if ever somebody is single, has nobody, they're not in a relationship, or they just want to celebrate with girlfriends, I think that would be so great that we could do so. So now I'm just gonna grab, do you have any painter's brush? Or even so, like before I even add that, let's just add a little bit of basic beige as well. So we're just gonna add a little basic beige. Yep, you know what? As we talk and we chat, I think I'm gonna ask my team who wants to do the Galentine's challenge. And then I could just if ever you wanna participate, do not put your address here. Just send me a message on Messenger and then we could exchange cards for Galentine's. I don't want anybody to put addresses. Sometimes I just feel like social media is a little too dangerous for that sort of thing. So here we go. Yeah, I just needed that basic beige right in here as well. So we have this step taken over here. And then we'll have to start cutting a little bit of our cardstock. So we'll be doing that as well. And we're going to set that image aside because we're going to be doing some die cutting very soon. So, where did I put my little brushes this morning? It's crazy. I must have them. Give me a second here. Okay, here they are. So you're going to use your painter brush. I think you would want to use this one here. The tip is a little bit different. You'll get to see. This is what it looks like. So we're going to be doing that. And then they open on the opposite side. So you know how normally we open things clockwise? You're going on the opposite side actually. And then you're just gonna spritz some water. So take your tip right here and you're gonna start splashing some water on your project. And you just need to squeeze a little bit and then add the water. So you probably don't see it here, but it's starting to blend beautifully. And I'm starting with this step because I want it to dry. I don't want to use, you could use your heat emboss, but I don't want to use it while we're like on live. So I'm just going to add those splatters right here and I'm going to show you a close-up. And the reason I'm doing this extra large 8.5 by 11 sheet is because it's going to be practical and useful for other projects. Okay, I need to show you this in a close-up. It is stunning on its own. Let's see if you can see. You see like these white spots and splatters. So you want to let this dry. And what we'll be doing with this is our collection, part of the Celebration catalog, has this beautiful heart die. And I just feel like it's gonna be beautiful if we could have different tones of pink for our hearts. So you see now where I'm going with this, it's gonna be very cute. So we're gonna set this aside. I'm gonna close my inks and we'll let this dry and then we can move on in the meantime with other things. So I am gonna mark my blending brush and identify them with all the different colors. But really today we have basic beige, we have petal pink, we do have a little bit of hint of a pretty pink in pink, and then we have melon mambo. So here they are. You get to see them all right here. So a beautiful color combination. And sometimes when I do blog, you get to see that part on my blog where I create these color combination projects. So you get to see It's like little icons, and then you get to see them in every single color. As our paper dries, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be grabbing a piece of white basic cardstock. If you wanna go with a darker color, you may do so. Our sheet is 4.5 by 11, and we're gonna score at 5.5. So I love to use my bone folder to score. Up to you if you want to use your score blade, that's great as well. And then the second piece we're going to use, I think I did 3 3/4. Let me just check just in case. I don't want it. Let's see, this has been pre-cut ahead of time. So it's, yeah, it is 3 3/4 by 5 by actually 5. So 3 3/4 by 5. And this piece is just going to layer right here because I'm still keeping my pink tones from yesterday. I just thought that it would be great to do so. So we're gonna add some dimensional. I do want it to pop up. I'm gonna do that right here on every single corner. There's kind of a delay in my camera this morning. Okay, so here we have it. It's just gonna layer right here. And now the other piece is gonna be 3.5 by 4 3/4. And we're just using our basic white, but I'm not gonna adhere it right away. I'm gonna use my stylus shape dies, and I'm going with the largest circle. So here it is, it's my largest circle, and I am gonna go here. It's one of my favorite layouts to work with. We're gonna just cut our circle. So let me grab that. I'm gonna cut our circle. Love this layout. Love that I could do a bunch of different things. And I'm gonna put my circle more on the highest part. You'll get to see it after. I'll show you. I'm inspired to make so many beautiful cards with this collection. So here we have it, very large circle here. And then I'm just gonna set this aside right here. I've decided that I will keep this circle for underneath. This part is gonna be added right here, but I don't wanna do it quite yet because I wanna use my beautiful lace ribbon that is from the January to April catalog. It's petal pink. Look at this. How pretty is that? And then this time, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna grab a tiny piece. You could use some tape if you want, but we're just gonna tie a piece at the back. And that's great if you have lots of little leftovers. So we're just gonna glue this like this. So give me a second. I could use like my tape if I want to, or even some other types of tapes, just to make sure that it stays in place. So let's see. Or I could also use dimensionals if I want to pop it up. So that could be another choice as well. I think I'm going to go with the sticky tape instead. So let's grab the sticky tape right here. And then let me see, I think I want it about at this height. So I'm going to turn it around. And this is a great way not to spoil your ribbon. By the way, I am doing a product share of that new catalog. You still have time to join product share. What is it? You're getting a bunch of pieces of the designer series paper, the embellishments like ribbon, etc. So, and then at least we're all sharing. So we're sharing all together. So the cost is minimal. Now I could go and add a bow directly on right here, or I could also add a little piece, and I'm gonna be like tucking and knotting. We're not gonna do it quite yet. Gonna go back with my petal pink. And I'm just gonna add it in my background. So you see how good, I don't even need to use my heat tool, because by the time we're gonna be done doing all our steps, I'm hoping that my cardstock will be dry. That's perfect. I am gonna use a little bit of that dark crumb cake and tap a couple of spots right there. So this part has to be elevated. So we are gonna do that now. I'm gonna elevate this part. And my circle is not going to be elevated, so we're just going to keep it very basic. So now I'm just going to use my green glue. Christine is saying happy Friday. Yes, it is Friday. I'm so confused with my days, with the holidays and everything. Good morning from California, Nicole. I hope you have some sunshine where you are. We are nowhere near any sun. It's snowing today, but it's mild, so it's perfect in a sense for that. Hello, Jackie, as well. I hope you guys are all rested from the holidays. Now let's see. I want to see where we are at with this paper here. Well, you know what? Some portion is dry, so I think we're going to go. I only have this speck that is not dry, but I still need to cut my piece regardless. So let's go ahead and cut that piece right here. So I'm just gonna cut it so I could fit it in I'm gonna do at 5.5, but really I just wanna be able to use it for our images. I'm not sure which one I wanna use. This one is still wet, so I think I'm gonna go with this one here. Okay, I'm gonna take out my cutting machine once again. And then we're gonna start putting some hearts here. Now, if you don't wanna add color to yours, you don't need to. You can use it just with basic white cardstock. I just thought it would be fun that we could do this little technique on a Friday and relax. So look at this, even this part could be reused. Look how that, like I'm not throwing this away. It's gonna be reused for sure. But I am gonna show you what it looks like. Look at this. How pretty is that? So I'm gonna run a couple, and the reason why is I wanna see a couple of different patterns, because maybe I'll wanna do this card over and over again, but then I'll want to use a melon mambo background or so on. So for sure, if you come back, you'll get to see that there's going to be multiple cards. That's what I like to do. I like to multiply. And then you know what? For my Galentine girls, might be the option. Look at this. Jen, my little Toronto friend. She's saying how refreshing to see non-holiday stuff. Yeah, I don't know, is everybody else? I'm gonna say there's one downfall for me doing this right now before the new catalog goes live, is I can't tag which product I'm using when I'm blogging because it's still not available. So that's the one downfall. I'm gonna save these little hearts. You'll see what I'll be doing with that. Save all your pieces. Save all your pieces. It is a great color combo, you're right. But look at these hearts, so delicate and pretty. So I'm going all out and cutting these. So give this technique a try. I've done it before during Christmas, but I thought, you know what? Now that we're in the Galentine season or heart-shaped season, then I just thought it would be beautiful to add it on today's project. I just feel the love, and that's why I know everybody's telling me don't remove your Christmas stuff, but that's why I want to change my decor. I want to add some Galentine and heart stuff. So I have a couple of hearts here. think I'm gonna do 2 more just because I wanna save these. And while we're chatting together, that's great. Now I'm having this moment where I wonder if our heart punches will work with these hearts right here. And I don't have them here, they're in my home in Ontario, but if they fit, that's gonna be so great because the possibilities would be great. And I don't know if they're on this last chance list as well. Okay, so I've done lots of hearts, and the reason I'm doing so many is, you know, I'm going to be showing you other projects probably like after, so you'll be able to look at my photos either on Facebook or on Instagram or even on Facebook and Instagram or even on my blog. So, you know, I'll be designing a bunch of things and you'll get to see that pattern and those cards use. My brain is like flying. I have so many ideas. That's what it is. The more you create, guys, the better and the more ideas you get from them. Okay, so I'm almost done. Sorry about this wait. The suspense is probably killing you guys right now. Okay, so last one. And now let's see other dies. So you see, this one is a lot lighter. So I do love all the different shades, and I feel like I need that moment where I should snap a picture, or you could snap a picture because you're gonna see how pretty it is. Okay. So those are my stylish shapes right here. And just want to see if there's other dies that we might want to use before I set this aside. Okay, so I do. So the collection comes with these as well. So I'm going to be taking that little tiny flower right here. And the rest I'm going to set aside. And then we're just gonna cut some little flowers. So sometimes Stampin' Up! Will add the same dies a couple of times. They didn't do it in this instance, so I'm like, oh, it's too bad, because if sometimes when you have like lots of little flowers, or look at this, how cute is that? It would be kind of fun. And what I like is now I could just go in my bold colors right in here and just cut these out. I'm just gonna roll this out. And I just want one last one, and then I promise to put this aside. Okay, so we got the last one right here. Which color combo? I'm gonna go with like more of a pretty pink color combo right here. Here we go. Okay. And if you want, you could just stamp some of the little hearts. You could also use different pieces of cardstock. That could be great as well. Oh, I don't know if you're still there, Lisa, but I'm just saying a little hello to you. Hope you are resting well and that you're taking some time off and relaxing. I don't know, like the schools in your area, if the children are still off or when they return. That's like a great question. Okay, I just want to show you the difference. So if you want, you could also just use some basic cardstock. So here we have it. Like, you know, you see how I can just add a bunch of little hearts right, little flowers right there. So I'm just giving you a sneak peek of what's coming. If I wanted to, with more of a bright colors, then I could add it like this. If I want to just blend some tone on tone, I could also use these little flowers right here. So I'm going to be blending a bunch of different ones. It's going to be darling. Okay, let's set this aside. I think Riley's having a little nap right now. So here we go. Now, watch this. You almost want a little snapshot of how cute are they. So delicate, so pretty. And like I said, doesn't need to be a Valentine card. It could be a scrapbook page, but they are all beautiful. So here they are. We're gonna just be adding this in the center, and you can add one if you want, or you could add multiple layers and make them stand out that they're just popping up. So it's up to you. You could also cut them off if you wanted to. So I need your inspiration. I wanna know, would you just put the one, or would you add some layers to it? So let's see. This is just adding the one, or then we could do some layers. The layers would look like this. And you know, I always love to ask your opinion. You are my inspiration every single day when you come live here. So are we doing layers, or are we doing just the one? And then the dies also has this little image right here. And there are so many greetings. My heart loves your heart just because I care. Thank you. My thoughts of you are all heart-shaped, and hello. So you know that I'll be doing something with the hello for sure. Yes, somebody answered. Kathy said, let's do layers. So we could also put the greeting on the inside right here, and I've embossed just because I care. So that's kind of cute right there. Christine is loving the layers. You know what? I'm loving the fact that you guys are giving your opinion. Also, we could just add that little bow right here. And I just want to show you a different way as well. You could also add this piece right here. So let's see how we do this part. So I'm just going to show you both. Can I say, you know what? I'm going to be doing the ones with multiple layers, but because I have people that like simplicity, Roxanne is saying single heart with the flowers for the layers. I think I'm going to do a second card. So if you guys have time, I want to show you both. And then we could please everyone actually. So now, once again, I always do this to myself. Why did I not do the adhesive sheets? The adhesive sheets would be perfect just to layer on top. But in another sense, I do want it to stand out. So now my brain is like going a miles a minute, and I'm going to tell you what I want to do. I want to do like some boxes with the same technique. I want to do a bunch of different things. So you know that when you see my posts, there is going to be lots of different things with these. And the fact is, I also have another half. So I hope Chris works all day today because I just want to be able to design. I also have to submit some content to Stampin' Up for the Stampin' Up, well, the actual January. So I do, like, you know what? I want you to go see my projects, and all my artisan friends projects will be, I need to submit that. It's just not a great day for photos today. So I might have to just wait for that part. Okay, so here we are. So if you are doing layers, my suggestion is don't add glue everywhere. You want to be selective. So we're going to do this one right here with all the multiple layers. And then we're going to do the other. Now, Roxanne, Arlene is saying you're on a creative roll. That's what happens to me. I'm going to say something to you. If ever I start creating, then that's when my brain goes like a mile a minute and everything flows in there. And then it's like I can't stop. This is how it goes. So remember, I cut these little hearts. They could go right in here. This is my attempt. I'm just trying. I want some delicate imaging. So, I mean, I'm going to add just a bead of glue here. And you know, once it dries beautifully. So I do want it to stand out though. And then here's the just because that we could just layer on top like this. Ah, I'm drooling, guys. It is cute as can be. Cute as pie. I know this doesn't do justice. Like, I'm excited. I'm excited to, like, I can't even explain it. If you saw it on this end here, I gotta say too, my husband doesn't comment too much on my stuff. He actually does follow me on Instagram and will put some loves and that sort of thing. But he loves that calendar that we've been building together. He's like, I love that. That he says, well, no, that is cool. So I know that I've inspired him if he says that. I did try to convince him on his 2 days off if he could come and stamp with me. It was a no-go, so I wanted him to join me live, and he's like, I'm not doing this at all. It was funny. So one of them is with Petal Pink. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just adding mini glue dots. Now, if you're like, Kim, this is a way too delicate card, you can't mail this, that sort of thing. You know what? Use the adhesive sheets for your hearts, and then you'll be able to mail it. It's gonna be fine. I know that when I use my green glue, it's pretty solid. If I pull off my green glue, you wanna know what's gonna happen? If I pull off my green glue, then I know that it's gonna rip. And now I'm using my pearls again, because I do feel like it's like a basic beige color, and it is from the Storybook collection. They have 3 sizes, so we're gonna switch some. So I'm gonna put a baby one right in the center here, and then I'm gonna go with a medium one for the background. Now, once again, these are part of my product share as well. Okay, and then some have questions. Yes, if you're part of my team, you can still participate in the product share. It's just I give you additional goodies. Okay, here we go. And there we have it. I used all 3 sizes of my pearls. Isn't this pretty? I don't know, I tried to see, like, there's such a delay in the camera this morning that I'm just trying to see if you could see what it looks like. And then because we have a little bit more time, it's only 11:47, I am gonna do that 1 layer for our sweet friend that asked that 1 layer, because you know what? I'm a people pleaser and I just wanna please everyone. So let's just do, if you have some time, you can stay, and I'm gonna show you the difference between 1 and 2 layers. Thank you. Hilda said that she says that it was a beautiful card. Let's bring it back up. Can I see if I see what it looks like? It is delicate and pretty. And then if you joined me yesterday, I made a coordinating calendar for February. So that is there as well. So it's not going to take too much time. I might be wanting to layer a couple right there. Oh yeah, I do see it a little bit closer now. So very quickly, here I am going to do this for Roxanne. And then if ever you're catching me the replay, you can catch the replay. So I'm going, once again, just doing my basic background layout. So we're going to add this here. I have some leftover right here. And then we're just going to do 3 3/4. I think I said by 5. So we're just gonna layer this right here. It's gonna take another minute. And then we're gonna do 4 3/4 for the white piece by so 3 3/4, we're gonna do it 3.5 right here. So 3.5 by 3 3/4, this fits right here perfectly. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna cut that piece with that. Do you have the circle shaped dies? They're the best. You need that. If you don't, it's on the to-do list of getting, because it is so perfectly and beautiful and wonderful. Okay, so we're just gonna go here. There you have it. And now I have my layer. I still need this part right here. You know what? This gives you the opportunity to do the card with me. Shelly said that she missed yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. I've been going on for Christmas. I did not even take a break because we had our Christmas already. So that's why, Shelly, like you could catch them. Often I upload them to YouTube, so it's easier to find. And I also had some great feedback from customers who said that not everybody is on Facebook. So I thought that this could be a great way. Same thing here, but I am going to do a little bit different for this card just because I want to. We're going to go simple. We're going to go simple with our heart today, but we're not going to go simple with the rest of it. So I'm just using my sticky tape. And if you want, you can remove the double side sticky tape, and then that creates additional adhesive. So that's an option as well. This is a great way of saving on adhesive, on ribbon, right? So I have this space that I would need to have on my front part. So here we have it. So now I'm just gonna adhere this part. I can't wait for those of you who are here still to know if you like the simple version or the complicated version. That's like, you know, I'll say card A, card B, and I love to hear what you have to think. Is simple better or not? Okay, here we go. And then we're just gonna add this part. So the important step here is you do need to rise it, because if you don't rise that section, then that middle part won't be tucked inside. So don't forget that. I'm curious to know, do all of you buy heart stamp sets, or do you refrain from it? Because I just still need to purchase them. I just find them so pretty. But we're gonna start a Galentine movement. So if ever you wanna participate and wanna do a card exchange with me, we could do so. And this time we're just gonna go with that simple heart. And like I said, if you want, add some adhesive sheets at the back before you're die cutting, and this would make your life much easier. And if you're a guy, well, you could be my Palantine instead of Galentine. Here we go. Look how cute that is. Now, do I have any little hearts left? I do have one right here. And for this one, earlier I had shared that I had made this cute bow, so we are gonna add it. Shout out if that scallop petal pink is on your wish list. It is on mine. So for this one, what I decided to do is I'm just adding a simple bow. So it's gonna go right here. And then I'm gonna do slightly different. So I do have one of our little flowers here. I'll need to cut 2 more just because of that. And I just want to use a different greeting. You'll see what I mean shortly. So we're still going to add this. I don't know. Here we go. And then I'm just going to cut more pieces. So you see how this portion is still usable. So I'm going to do 2 more. I wish they had more little flowers so we could do lots more. So we're gonna add one right here. And I think we're gonna do 1 more. That's gonna be our last. Now I was sharing with you all that I have the bad habit of die cutting on the ground. Like it's horrible. And that's how I hurt my back the last time. Okay, so far, layers or no layers? Yvonne is saying, I love complicated. And then Arlene is saying, simple is cute too. You know, I think we could meet everybody. Let's add this one. And then we're gonna add our little pearls, very delicate. Right here. And another little baby right in here. And now I'm just gonna pull my stamp set once more. Of course I cheated, the bows are not the same. I'm gonna take out my Versamark. And let's do one more time some petal pink. Actually, I have a smaller piece right here. This time I'm gonna switch my greeting. I'm just gonna go with a hello. I still have some left over, and this is only from half. Now you know that I'm gonna be using the hello once again, which with more projects. And I might continue with the same collection once we let each other go. So I did use the static remover with that little piece right there. And now I'm gonna use my Wow white, bright white powder. And we're gonna add this right here. And now I'm just gonna dry this. Now I would have done this ahead of time if I knew I was making a second card, because it can be noisy. So now I'm just gonna add that little hello right in there. Here we go. So simple. I love the single layer. Yes, so I'm gonna show you card 1 and card 2. I do want your opinions. I do wanna know what you think. I'm just cutting my little hello here. It needs a little bit more embossing powder, but whatsoever, I could do that after. So now we're just gonna go right here and add our little hello on the inside right here. Okay, so verdict, I want to know what you think. Card number 1, avid card, more complicated, that sort of thing. Do you prefer this one? Or are you like the simple card, card number 2 with the little hello card, or just because I care card? So those are the both of our cards for today. I hope you love them, either one, and that you are going to create your own version. Now, you know, as we lay, I'm not going to keep you here all day because I know you all have different things to do, but you will see a third card, exactly same model, but very different. It involves some stamping, more stamping, and hint, hint, it will use this stamp set that we've used yesterday. So Hilda says that she can't pick, she loves them both. Well, you know what? I'm so happy that you do. I am going to continue working on this, and I'm going to let you go. I need to do a cute box. I have to. It needs to be done. So hopefully we could catch each other. You know what? I'm so sad. We're not meeting each other tomorrow because it's Saturday, but on Monday, try to join me. We're going to continue with one last project. So Yvonne is saying, my favorite, both are beautiful, but number 1. Shelly's saying number 1. I do love to have all your opinions, and I really love to see, I like to get to know you, to know what you like, what you dislike, that sort of thing. And also you can also comment, do you prefer the ribbon in number 1 or the ribbon in number 2? And I will read all your comments. Enjoy your day. Have a great day. Kim is saying number 1. So we have a lot of number 1s today. Perfect. Talk to you soon. Enjoy your weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.